What's up, man? This is Patrick James, and I give you raw dating advice that your mother would not approve of. And in today's video, I'm going to teach you how to find out if a girl likes you or not. Cue the intro.
Okay.
So this video idea actually comes from a message I got from my boy Andre, and he basically described this entire situation of him and this girl and how they hung out once and they talked to each other once, and he thought she might be into him, but he couldn't really tell. And so he was asking me if he should team up with her friend and like ask her friend to find out if she likes him or not. And I would say absolutely not. And here's why. Because let's just play this situation out right now in our heads, right? Hypothetically, if you were to ask her friend, hey, I really like your friend Mary, can you find out if Mary likes me back? All right, it seems nonchalant, it seems kosher, it seems all right to do that. But what happens when she actually goes to Mary? What's gonna happen is it's gonna be them two against you, right? It's gonna be the friend going to Mary and saying, hey, Andre really likes you. Do you like him back? I'll tell him. He wanted me to ask you if you liked him. And they do one of these like buddy things, right? That's what's going to happen. And, you know, maybe that's good, maybe that's bad in your own head, but I'm going to tell you right now from personal experience that it's bad, because when she's put in that situation, now she's faced with a yes or no. Do I like Andre or do I not like Andre? Do I want to proceed and let this thing turn into something romantic, or do I not want that? Right? And you don't ever want that to be the case, because she is supposed to be following your lead. Women want a man to lead her. She does not want to lead the man. This is why nice guys get friend zoned so much, is because they're always following her lead. They're always putting the power in her hands. So when you ask her friend to ask her to ask if she likes you or not, now she has the power, and you do not want that. So let's just get one understanding clear. Never, ever, ever team up with her friends to get with her. Ever. It just doesn't work. So what do you do instead? You simply follow the one rule that I always abide by. I always assume she's into me. I always assume she's into me. Now, I realize that this might not always be true, and I realize that it's probably a big generalization to realize that every girl is really into me. However, don't you think it would always help you rather than hurt you to assume that she's into you, right? Because if she wasn't into you and you assumed she was into you, then you proceed as if she was, and you'd find out right away. But if she is into you and you didn't assume that she was into you, and you assumed maybe she's not into me, well, now you're in this dilemma where nothing really happens when it could be happening. All right, so follow my number one rule. Always assume that she is into you. All right, now for the purposes of this video, and to give yourself a little bit of extra leeway to kind of look for the signs, I want to tell you some of the signs that tell you if she's into you. So here are the major ones. One, and this is like very obvious, is if she playfully hits you when you guys are teasing, talking, joking with each other, right? If she hits you on the arm, in the stomach, punches you, sometimes girls like to punch in the shoulder or something, she's into you, bro. All right, girls, they're very aware of their immediate environment. They're aware of the space around them. She's not going to touch you with a 10-foot pole if she's not into you, but if she's hitting you on the arm, on the shoulder, on the stomach, on the chest, whatever it may be, she is into you. All right, proceed as normal. So that's one of the major signs that you know if she's into you. The second one, and I would say this is an even bigger one, it's like if that touching you and playfully hitting you is like right here, level 1. Well, level 2 is, does she engage in conversation with you? Does she initiate it with you? And more importantly, if a conversation ends and you guys go your separate ways, does she come back and reinitiate, re-engage the conversation with you? Because I'll tell you what, every single time I'm talking to a girl and then we go our separate ways, and then she makes the conscious effort to come back and re-engage in conversation with me, maybe it's at a bar, maybe it's at a party, maybe it's at work, maybe it's somewhere else, school, whatever it may be for you. If it's a social type situation and she re-engages in conversation with you out of her own conscious free will, that's a really good sign that she's into you, especially if you already got level 1 covered, right? If she's already playfully touching you and playfully hitting you when you guys are talking, and she's re-engaging conversations with you, she's probably into you, bro. All right? Now, what's the most surefire way to know that she's into you, right? Because that's level 1 and level 2, and they all kind of fall under this category of you just assume it's on anyways. But what's the surefire sign that she is into you, or she will be into you in the near future? The surefire sign, 100% of the time, you should always proceed as if she's into you. If she starts selling herself to you, boom, that's it. Period. If she starts selling herself to you, that means she wants you to approve of her. Subconsciously, she won't even realize that she's doing it. And there's a lot of different ways to sell yourself other than like saying, I have this quality, and this quality, right? Girls are really sneaky about this kind of stuff, especially if they have good social skills, right? Good salesmen don't even seem like they're selling, right? That's like the art of selling, is learn how to sell without seeming like you're selling. But you can always know that a girl is into you if she starts selling herself to you. So what does this look like? If she's telling you about some awesome thing that happened to her and she's basically just trying to prove that she has a positive quality, maybe she's like, yeah, I went to Disneyland and I did all these awesome things and I'm so adventurous. Look at me, I'm adventurous. That's a sign of she's selling herself to you. If she is defending herself, right? If you can put her in a position where she's like kind of back on the edge of her heels and she's like trying to defend herself to you, she's selling herself to you. She wouldn't defend herself and her self-image to you unless she cared about what you think, right? So, for example, if you called a girl innocent, or if you somehow implied that she was innocent in any way. Now, I'm not saying you should do this. I'm just saying that this is a really good thing that sometimes may or may not work. If you somehow imply that you see her as someone who is innocent and she starts, let's say, selling herself to you, a lot of people would also say qualifying. If she starts trying to prove to you in different various ways that she is not innocent, that is a way of her selling herself to you, and that is a surefire sign that she is into you, bro. All right, so for the purposes of this video, I don't want to get too much deeper into that, but let's recap real quick. 1, always assume that she's into you. It'll just work out for you more often in general. 2, never, ever enlist the help of her friends to find out if she's into you, right? Just assume that it's on anyways. And 3 surefire signs that she's into you. 1 is if she's playfully touching you or hitting you in any way when you guys are talking, right? That's a good sign. Level 2, one step above that, is if she's re-engaging in a conversation with you, or if she's keeping the conversation going out of her own free will. That's a really good sign. But the most surefire sign that she is into you, bro, is that she's trying to sell herself to you, that she's qualifying herself to you, that she's trying to make you think that she's an awesome person that has awesome qualities, right? That is a really good sign, and you should proceed as if it's on. But you should always proceed as if it's on. Anyways, I'm rambling here. If that video was helpful to you, if that advice was helpful to you, give me a thumbs up, comment below with a few other situations that you guys may have, or maybe a few other signs that you guys see in the real world when you're talking to girls that you like, that you think might be a sign that she's into you. Comment below, share this video with a friend, and I will see you in the next video.
Okay.